Hello, Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Joe Edwards. Joe, Wolves 1, Spurs 2.
Yeah.
Goodness me, I mean, look, first of all, what an incredible game of football. Thoroughly enjoyed it from minute one. Look, a gutting finish.
An incredible advert, wasn't it, for the Premier League? And Sky will be kicking themselves that they didn't put it on the telly. But yeah, a disappointing finish. It's one of them where the manner of it, the Vertonghen's lost his marker, unmarked, heads in, added on time, and that is the first feeling is one of disappointment, because Wolves thoroughly deserve to get something from this game. But I think overall, if Wolves are going to perform like that in the long term, they'll be just fine. Yeah. And Jose Mourinho so complimentary afterwards, saying Wolves are well in the race for the top four, could go all the way in the Europa League, and you have to agree with him, because yes, Wolves had a couple of moments where they switched off, but going forward they were fantastic today, and it bodes well.
Yeah, look, first 10 minutes, Wolves weren't at the races. Took a little bit of time to get going, and it looked a little bit ominous at times. Spurs scoring early. For the next 80 minutes, they pretty much battered them, to be honest. It was relentless, and I can't believe it took so long for them to score. But time and time again, going forward, I mean, they're just sensational. You know, the rain was coming down here; they were still hitting the men. And fullbacks, I mean, Jan Vertonghen, I know he's come for the winner, so he's got the last laugh. But at the same time, he must be seeing. Well, he must have covered some ground today.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. I mean, from minute 20 to minute 90, it was Wolves, wave after wave of attack. You've got to give a bit of credit, I think, to Spurs for how they still defended. A lot of crosses into the box. Sanchez and Alderweireld were winning a lot of headers. The fullbacks though were getting torn apart time after time. Jota and Traore, Mourinho said afterwards, they're like trains when they get going, and you can see what he means by that. They're pretty much unstoppable. 3 different players booked for challenges on Traore.
Yeah, again, how many is that now?
That's 24 from 26. 24 different players as well. So that's astonishing. But Traore, to his credit, not shirked, and
it was a complete performance day, wasn't it, from him? Not only delivery, running, you know, interlinking, but obviously everybody's talking about, have you got the finish? Have you got the finish? Have you got the finish? Well, I mean, that is an unstoppable shot, stunning. It was great to be part of that, and to see that, and to see him running over to Nuno, you know, is meant so much to him and the team. Well,
it was the finish, wasn't it? You never stopping that. No keeper in the world was saving that. He nearly took the net off, to be honest. And it's his first goal at Molineux. I mean, it's.
What a goal!
What a goal it is! It's been a long time coming, of course, and you could see the relief on his face, and the way, as you say, ran over to the bench to celebrate, and he was so close to being, you know, a fantastic day for Wolves. I still think there is such a lot of positives to take out of this.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, it's just disappointing that the unbeaten runs come to an end. But as I say, if they perform like that in the long run, they'll be just fine.
Yeah, and look, when they equalised, it was only one team that looked like they were going to win it. And if it wasn't for that stunning save from Gazaniga, I mean, look, Slice was so close, wasn't he? I thought he was going bottom corner.
Yeah, the magic hand, Mourinho called it afterwards. And he was right. That's the sign of a good keeper. I mean, Gazaniga has been kind of second choice at Spurs, but he's come in with his Lloris injury, and he's done well. And that's why those keepers are at those top teams. High pressure situations, you only have to make one big save, but then they pull it off. And yeah, it was a good save. And Wolves kept knocking at the door, kept asking questions. They weren't looking to settle for a point once they got it. I mean, I know they've come away with with nothing, sorry, but they weren't settled for 1-1. They wanted to get a winner. Unfortunately, Spurs got it at the other end.
Yeah, well, look, this Spurs side is full of quality as well. I mean, it's a great side for Mourinho to come in and manage, and you know, you switch off, you're going to get punished, aren't you?
You are, and it was just kind of the suddenness of the first goal. Patricio kind of
he had a great chance as well, didn't he? One-on-one.
A bit of a poor clearance, but then you kind of think it's dealt with, and then it's just a rapid kind of touch from Lucas and an instinctive shot that Patricio didn't really have time to react to, and it's one of them. It's what you're up against when you're playing top level teams, and Spurs are one of those, but Wolves are one of those as well. And it was gripping. It was gripping stuff to watch these teams do battle. Wolves-wise, good performances all over the park. I thought, really, Moutinho, Jota, and Traore probably the standouts. But everybody, I think, had a good game. As we say, it's just that moment at the end where they've let the Tongan go, and that'll be something that Nuno, I think, will be looking to hammer home in training this week.
Yeah, like you say, Mourinho waxed lyrical about Wolves afterwards. I mean, I guess it's a little bit easy to wax lyrical when you've just won 2-1. But at the same time, you know, he did say that Wolves are now up there with the likes of Chelsea and themselves and Arsenal, although Arsenal getting absolutely smashed to pieces at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, and those type of sides as a top 6 side, and he firmly believes that, and that they could go on and maybe get even better. Look, amazing words really from a manager, love him or loathe him, who's been there and won it all.
Well, he doesn't have to say that, does he? I mean, I know it's easier to say after Spurs have won, but he doesn't have to say it. I mean, you see a lot of managers that have come here, and Wolves have done a number of them, or they've just about beat Wolves, and they don't want to give Wolves any credit at all. They just want to talk about their own team and not focus on the job that Wolves have done. So Mourinho's come out, and fair play to him. He's given Wolves the credit that they deserve, really, and he says they can beat anybody in the Europa League. They're smelling the top 4 in the race for the top 6, and I think you have to agree. And those are words coming from Mourinho, a man, love him or love him, as you say, has pretty much done it all in the game. So if he's saying things like that about Wolves, I think they're on the right track.
So look, I mean, this is always going to be a difficult game, and they've got 2 more in the next 3 as well, in Manchester City and Liverpool. Of course, bonus if they get something, and there's no reason why they can't, the way that they're playing. Norwich now, though, on Saturday, and those are the games where you think they've got to match these levels if they are going to win games, and if they are going to have aspirations of finishing that top 7, top 6, top 8, let's say top 7, then those are the type of games you need to be picking up 3 points.
Certainly, the onus is on all 3 points. You want to respond to this unbeaten run coming to an end with an emphatic win.
It's not easy. It's not easy to get up for a game like this, but going away to Carrow Road, you know what I mean. You need to match those levels. And sometimes, I mean, the crowd were incredible today, and it is easy to do that sometimes when you've got those 30,000 Wolves fans behind you. But at the same time, you really need them, and you need to be on the best at Carrow Road because look, Norwich aren't terrible.
No, they're not. I mean, it was a kind of a theme that Wolves struggled with last season. They got themselves up for the big games, and then the games against Huddersfield and Watford kind of things spring to mind, where Wolves didn't look very good against the teams, in that bottom half of the table. So far this season, I think they've pretty much put that to bed, and hopefully they can continue to put that to bed with a good performance at Norwich. As you say, Norwich have got threats going forward themselves. Timu Pukki scored again, didn't he, the other day? They're now pushovers, but at the same time, if Wolves are anything like they were today, they should win.
And look, 90 minutes. It was a pleasure to watch this side. I wanted to say, absolute pleasure to watch it.
It was, and as we say, it was a great advert for the Premier League. It was a great advert for the Premier League. It really was. 2 top teams doing battle. I think everybody who came here today certainly got the money's worth. Yes, it wasn't 3 points for Wolves, wasn't even a point for Wolves, but I think there's a lot to smile about, a lot to be happy about. Go into Norwich, fingers crossed, get that 3 points.
Yeah, not to be for Wolves. Wolves 1, Spurs 2. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressandStar.com.